I wanted to explain a little bit about what's going on with the YouTube ad and why it didn't do well. Now, this is what Mimic Social looks like for you. You have these different tabs here: about Buhi, about the products, the market, and here is analytics. And you can find out what has happened in the last year's social media in this section here. So you can choose which platform and you can take a look at YouTube. And there's a lot of real interesting information here for you. So if we look at this, we're looking at views. October is not the highest time for us. It's okay. YouTube that we get a decent amount of views. And notice that we have 1,100 subscribers. That's the age range, and they are heavy male. So if you chose to market to Dapac or Tom in this one, that was a good choice. But let's look at a couple of these other tabs. What about likes and comments? And you'll see that October is not very good in the last year for getting the likes and comments. Let's look at clicks. Okay, clicks doing a little bit better. What about shares? Yeah, October's still not doing that well. What about subscribers? Not a strong time for us. And this is the money one, conversions. Last year, they had no conversions in October, November, or December. Now, it doesn't mean you can't change things now, but it does mean that it might be harder going. And so this is probably, there's something about this time period that traditionally hasn't been good for Buhi and YouTube. So you might do some tests now. Do some A/B testing and put a post out at a particular day and time, put the same post out a very different day and time, and start to see if you can find which one's doing better. When are you getting a little bit more action on it, and see if you want to grow that. Now, of course, you could also decide, October, November, December, you know what, that's a lot of work for something that hasn't been very consistent, and I might not pay a lot of attention to it. Either are fine. One, you could figure out what's wrong and how you can fix it. The other is to say, let me focus on the ones that I know are doing better. So it's up to you how you want to deal with it, but it is just one view of looking at why not that much money of your budget was spent when you were trying to promote your posts on YouTube.